but he keeps following the blood trail. He sees one of the runes. He doesn't know what it is yet, and he just sees suddenly, okay, the body's been picked up, and there's a cavern again, like a huge. The floor just caved in, and someone's tossed the body down the cavern. I could tell he was freaked out a little, like, whoa, that's fucking crazy, like these. But no, it worked out just being a weird grisly detail. So then he goes back along the wall, and he comes back to this rune, and I described the rune as like not the warlock couldn't even really read it. It was a bizzle or something weird, far off realm of language. But as soon as he looks at it, it grips his chest, and his heart starts like jumping, and he can feel anxiety. So he didn't want to fuck with that. So the DM's number one answer in 4th edition is yes. So he's like trying to think what to do. So he's like, all right, can I use rocks? And I said, sure, if he could create like just come and drop rocks off, big slabs from where the stairs broke. I didn't think these details would come together, which is fun. So he took the rocks, I started trying to run kind of like a skill challenge, but it was more just like, okay, strength check, halfway through endurance check, and I started just scaling like 12, 14, 16, 18 as he continues to carry rocks, so basically strength. So him and Bruticus, Brex and Bruticus, carrying these fucking rocks, and one's a human and the other's a dwarf, so the dwarf's having to carry more of the weight because the other guy's taller, and they're just heaving along, and the fucking warlock's just chilling out. And he's like, can Valthorn do something? Valthorn's the warlock, right? And Warlock's like, why didn't you ask? So he does Tensor's floating disc, and I don't know if there's some errata or anything, but I looked at Tensor's floating disc, and there's no problem. He rolled his Arcana check. I rolled it for him. He's an NPC. And he said, sure, I can carry bodies across over these runes. So my player characters, they were able to successfully bypass the rune trap. Those unfamiliar with this part of the Keep on the Shadowfell, the runes basically, if you stepped on them, fill you with so much fear. It's an attack against, I think, and it'll make you run like fucking 7, your move speed plus 2, so between like 6 or 7 squares. And I've scattered throughout the dungeon like caverns, and I was a little scared, like I didn't want them to step on the runes and start running the direction full speed and then not be able to stop, and they just dropped in a cavern, and like it's not going to be just 15 feet. These were supposed to be like the pits of hell. So I'm glad he was able to bypass the runes. I would have made like some kind of like saving throw or something, and then like if he failed the saving throw, he'd still like land prone on his ass hanging over the edge. So anyways, so he bypasses the darkness with the sun rods, he bypasses the runes that make him run like scared, and he's doing pretty fucking good. And then he comes up to the room where the zombies just stand and wait because they're guards, and it's supposed to be like the necromantic energies from Orcus's temples coming through the portal and animating the dead bodies of the soldiers. And basically I had it, he's starting to get very, creeping along, looking around the corners. So he looks around the corner, and I say, basically, he sees like, it looks like there's ghosts of ancient Nerathian soldiers, like the old armor and stuff. So he doesn't know it's zombies yet, and he basically approaches this situation very carefully. He gets the jump on these zombies, and basically fucking he runs in. They bash some fucking like minions. Like he used his cleave, which we renamed Fuck You and Your Friend, and he just fucking makes them explode across the fucking screen. I actually gave him a +2 to his next attack just because it was fucking awesome. And then fucking the 2 halflings who are spamming the fuck out of Twin Strike, I gotta calm them down a little. They're like US Marines with their fucking like bows, and they're just like firing them off, and it's like D10 of damage. He raped these fucking zombies, right? He comes up to this door. It's the door to Sir Keegan's tomb. It freaked me out too, because I just had it on the door. It just says "Good riddance." Like, what the fuck does that mean? So I think one of them, probably the halfling thieves hybrids, unlocked the door. It pops open like a Star Trek door, and dust explodes out, and then they just see this tomb behind this door. It says "Good riddance." And basically, I tried to run a little skill challenge, and I only had him roll for Bruticus and Brax being tested. I didn't want to test my NPCs. It's like Sir Keegan talks to the Warlock, and it's like I'm playing sock puppets here. So I'm starting to hand over the reins more. So it's just I tested his two characters as the adventure calls for it. If I had a bit more preparation time, I might have done it better. But basically, Sir Keegan challenges him, and I think I rolled some intimidates and some other ones or perception checks. It was I don't know. I haven't. I might pull off some successful skill challenge. I tried. So he got the big +1 magic sword with diamonds and shit, and that's where we ended off. So it was probably the best session because I handed over all the reins and it worked very well. So dragging bodies and all that cool shit. I had to stop there. It was a quick 2.5-ish hours session. Got some good combat through. Role played with Sir Keegan and exploration. So I'm looking forward to playing more. Oh yeah, he got to level 2. Rex of Brenron and Bruticus the Warlord have entered level 2. So that's exciting. And we're having fun, and that's all that fucking matters, right? Thanks for listening to my first D&D blog, Dungeons and Dragons.